For this next video, I'm going to talk about specific strategies that you can take to tip your body's balance in a state of less inflammation and less clotting as opposed to more. In our last video, I explained to you how this disease is unique and that it's causing a massive inflammatory reaction with resulting clotting that's clogging up the lungs, clogging up the heart, clogging up the brain and the kidneys, which is why you're seeing sudden death in a lot of these patients. So specifically, what are doctors from across the country recommending? I'm going to go down a list for you with specific recommendations, and this is a regimen that I'm on. This is on a regimen that my doctor put me on, and none of these have significant side effects. And if we can just tip your body cascading systems in a direction that are less reactive than more, then you might get this virus and have a really bad cough as opposed to potentially a much worse outcome. So number one, vitamin C is probably one of the most effective supplements you can take right now. It has direct antioxidant, antiviral, and immune-enhancing properties. And I take 3 grams per day of vitamin C. They're giving patients in the ICU 3 grams IV every 6 hours around the clock. I'm recommending 3 grams a day every single day. Typical dose is 500 milligrams. I take 2-3 times a day. This is very important. The second is vitamin D. Having low vitamin D is very common, and it has direct immune enhancing properties and has also been shown to decrease your chances of having an upper respiratory infection unrelated to this one. So the recommendations are anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 units per day. I take 15,000 units per day. I live in a winter climate. I have white skin. I take 15,000 units every day. So you can take anywhere in that range, but it's a very important supplement to take during this time. Next is omega-3 fish oil and krill oil. I take 1 to 2 tablets 2 times per day, the recommended dose. This has a direct blood thinning effect, and it tends to decrease the chances of you clotting, which, as you know from our last video, is really important. It's also good for the health of the lining of your blood vessels, so this is just a good all-around supplement to take. Next is a supplement called Quercetin. It's Quercetin, and it's derived from plants, and it has broad antiviral properties. I would take that one as directed and is not known to have significant side effects. The next is zinc, 50 milligrams per day. This has direct antiviral properties and immune modulating properties. This is also important. Coenzyme Q, this one hasn't been mentioned as much, but it's good for heart health and blood vessel health. 50 to 100 milligrams a day is good. Next is melatonin. Melatonin has direct antiviral effects, and 1 to 5 milligrams a day is recommended. If you take it at night, it's going to help you sleep, but studies have shown that people over 40 dramatically drop their melatonin production, and they do believe that that can have an effect on your susceptibility to getting this virus. 1 to 5 milligrams of melatonin every day. Next is magnesium, 400 milligrams per day. This has immune optimization effects. And last is a branched chain amino acid. This can be obtained at any health food store. It actually tastes really good, and it supplies some of the amino acids that are essential for maintaining immune health. So what's really important in this situation is you want to maximize your immune response, and you want to decrease the amount of excessive inflammation and excessive clotting that you have. And this has been recommended by a lot of people across the country. It's cheap. I highly recommend it. And we will also provide you with a PDF of this specific recommendations that you can download as well. So get on it as soon as you can. Minimal side effects. And lastly, you're going to really want to stay hydrated. These supplements can have a diuretic type effect, so you want to drink enough water that you're urinating every 2 to 3 hours, and it should be light yellow, not dark yellow. And it's going to be surprising how much you have to drink, but you got to stay hydrated. That's really important. So these are very useful things. Hope you can use these and helps you out in the future.